Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the YouTube station identification of one of New Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. That is right. Here live in the basement. No, this is not MTV's remote control. And no, my name is not Ken Ober. My name is Eric Lima. I'm the guy with the cray Clinty do. And you are watching WEML-TV Channel 77, Episode 103. That's right. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Vacation! That's right. It is vacation time for me. That's right. I'm taking this week, next week, taking it off. My vacation starts now. I put in my vacation hours, gave my John Hancock to the approval of those vacation times, and guess what? I am on vacation right now. Now, if you haven't seen the Rant-N-Rave Podcast from last night, episode 76, please, especially if you're a wrestling fan, please tune in. We had the honor of having WWE Hall of Famer, the legendary one half of the legendary WWE Hall of Fame tag team, the Rock and Roll Express, one of the greatest tag teams in professional wrestling history, Ricky Morton, on the show. And man, oh man, it was an honor having him on the show. He called me Cat. He called me Dude. He made jokes about my lighting of the room and all, thinking it was smoke. It was, but we had a lot of fun interviewing him, asking him, picking his brain a little bit, telling him how educating us how the wrestling business worked back in the day. And I got to tell you, it was such an honor. We had a lot of fun with him, and we like to think, people are chat. And I want to address this for just a second, if you don't mind. I know a lot of people were talking about pizza while he was talking, and we try, I try to say, hey, keep it a subject and all. I was trying to diffuse the situation, but a couple of people got on my case. Alexa Taylor got on my case, telling me to lighten up a little bit. Which is, I'm not mad at her. Is that, here's the way I was brought up. I was brought up with respect and courtesy, especially when it comes to like celebrities like Ricky Morton. And, when we have this, it's not every day I get this opportunity to hear stories from him personally, to hear legends like him personally, to hear and to listen in and, have some questions. But I like the pizza idea. You know what? Those who would chat about pizza on the chat, I'm not mad at you because you just gave me an idea for a topic on the next Rant-N-Rave podcast. One of my 3 topics will be pizza. What kind of pizza and everything else. So you guys come back and hear me talk about a little bit about pizza as one of my topics, because I think it'd be good to have a topic like subjects that we like, and food is one of them. So just come back. Alexa Taylor, I do apologize if my good friend my friend Thomas Willis decided to put you in timeout. I know you were a little upset about that. I do apologize. If I was a mod, I wouldn't put you in timeout, because I know you mean well. You're trying to be funny, and and everything else. And, I get it. And there's no problem. It's that, like I say, it's a huge opportunity for me every single, if you guys ever thought I would interview or talk to a WWE Hall of Famer, I would say that wouldn't happen. But it did happen last night. So I had to, soak in what he has to say about, the wrestling business and how it works, and, and just for him, he's a really cool, genuine guy, sweet mullet, and wait to him and his son, Kerry Morton, also. Thank you guys for going in the Rant-N-Rave podcast last night and taking your time out to talk to us. Very honored, and I hope, Kerry Morton, you'll be as successful as your dad, if not more, because, a lot of second, third generation superstars has that pressure on them, but they exceed what they expected. They exceed the expectations, 2 guys in particular, Dwayne Johnson and Randy Orton. Those 2 gentlemen exceeded what they would think from their grandfathers and fathers, and I'm sure their grandfathers and fathers are proud of both of them as well. It's really, really cool. So it's something that I've been very, very honored to. Like I said, it just blew my mind. I had a great time last night. It was hilarious. But now we are, listen, tune in to Rant-N-Rave podcast. Like I said, I do apologize, and I'm sure Jordan will will address things with Thomas Willis at a later time, and I appreciate. If Thomas Willis is defending me, I appreciate that. But Alexa did not say anything rotten to me or anything like that. If I was a mod, I would have let it go and just kind of move on and say, listen, and sometimes, yeah, I do lighten up, and sometimes I didn't mean to take things too seriously. I know you guys like pizza, but sometimes, listen, when it comes to legends like Ricky Morton, like I said, I like to pay attention, I like to be courteous and respectful, because I was brought up on just for courtesy's sake, because I think courtesy and respect have been a lost art in today's day and age, unfortunately. And I want, and I think we should, if we had courtesy and respect towards one another, I think the world would be a better place. The world would be okay, and it would be really cool to be around. So that's the thing I want to get at, And we grew up, I grew up in a different time, of course, in a different era, so to speak. So that's the thing that that's what I was concerned about. So I do apologize if I take things too serious. I know a couple people understand where I come from on that, and like I said, having Ricky Morton on. Talking to him, I want to know who Brandon Martin's going to hook us with next. That's what I want to know. If Brandon Martin says, "Oh, Melina's going to come on the show," my jaw would be floored. Because Melina's my all-time favorite WWE female wrestler in the WWE of all time. I mean, if Brandon Martin told me, "Oh, we're going to have Melina on," I'd be like, "What the heck am I going to do?" And I would have said, I would have started, I would start looking more presentable than usual, But I don't know. It's just a crazy, crazy feeling. It's just that honestly, I would never have thought that we interviewed Ricky Morton. It's so surreal. I'm mind blown. Just very, very blessed to have this opportunity. Again, I want to thank Jordan Little and Brandon Martin for having me as their third co-host and be an honor. Next time, and he said he was honored. Ricky Morton said he was honored to be on our show. No, the honor was all ours to have him. So awesome, really cool dude. Really classy dude all around. Has a lot of fun. With the humor and mullets and everything else. Funny stories. And we had a great time. I had a great time. It's totally awesome. So shout out to Ricky Morton and his son, Kerry Morton. Kerry, thank you for telling that funny story about your mom. That was hilarious. ECW and there's a lot of fun with that one. And just it's so I couldn't stop talking. I can't stop talking about it. Just at work, I couldn't. I talked to a couple people about it and no wrestling, and it's like mind blown. Hello. And David St. Dennis, a.k.a. David 3000, said it best interview so far. Yeah, a half an hour. I get to listen to this gentleman, and his stories, and to help us learn how the business worked back in the day. I talked about Jim Cornette, how that rivalry with Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express and the Heavenly Bodies took him to the WWE back in '93 when they faced the Heavenly Bodies for the Smoky Mountain Tag Team Championship titles, and he said Jim's always looking out for him. And that's really cool for him to say that. So I've always liked, like I said, Rock and Roll Express favorite moments was, with Jim Cornette when they smashed Cornette's face in the cake while him and the Midnight Express was celebrating the Mid-South Tag Team title victory over Mr. Wrestling 2 and Magnum TA. So I still think that's hilarious. But I'm glad Ricky Morton was on. We had a great time, and hope we get more wrestling legends on and people help stories and fun times, anecdotes and whatnot, so everything else. So I'm really looking forward to every podcast. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the podcast of Rant-N-Rave. And I like, maybe I should do one for StreamYard too. Let me think about it. I don't know, Oh, and also the good news is too, we found out the issues with my headset and everything else, and we tried everything, so it works. So perfection, yes sir. We're gonna do this thing, all right. Oh man, it was great. I had a great time. Well, tonight is SmackDown and 205 Live. We're gonna find out what the heck is going on there. I'm getting my laundry done as we speak, and it's already 1 o'clock. Wow, this crazy moment. All right, we got some Cyber-Swaggin 15 right here. Got a little bit of a package here. So we're going to open it up. I'm trying to open it halfway, so that way we don't have to worry about nothing. So we're going to need the scissors again. Epa, what the heck? Epa, George, what the heck? I should have put the... Oh, no, I got it. All right, just give me a second here. Okay. Trying to Hulk Hogan this one open. Like, rip it open, brother. Ah! Okay. And, up. There we go. It's open, somewhat. And, whoop. That's a receipt, probably. Fell out of there. The receipt. This is the receipt. Looks like the receipt to me. Looks like, oh. Yes, it is. Thanks. And, let's see. Let me thank you for your patronage. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Invincible poker playing cards. Let's yank this thing out. There we go. Look at this. Invincible poker playing cards, plastic coated. They always say plastic coated. Why do they do that? You know? Okay, we'll move this out of the way. There you go. And okay, that's the back. What the back looks like. This is what the front looks like. Let's open it up to see if there's all 52 or 54 cards in here. Usually a 52 card deck in here, and it looks like yeah, it looks like a 54 cards. And let me see, ace two. So, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's what the jack. You know, Jack, Queen, Jack, Queen, King. That means everything's like the Whitman. All right, so I always like doing this. Like, okay, Joker's wild. You got one Joker without color. You got the second Joker with color. And I love it when they make the suits big when it comes to aces. And they it's pretty big, you know. Okay, so we're gonna see all the. All right, here we go. Okay, ace is flipped upside down, but we're good here. Alright, and up there it is. There it is. Here it is. Okay, there we go. Queen, King, Queen, Jack. There you go. Alright. Whoop! There's your invincible cards. Put this in here. Rank of Poker Hands. They always give us one of those. Yep, been collecting playing cards, man. When I was a kid, I used to collect a whole bunch of playing cards. You know what the funny part about playing cards is, and you know the funny part about eBay. All right, eBay's a type of website where you feel like you're jumping back in time. Give me a second here, folks. I want to explain something. All right, let me explain to you what eBay to me really means to me. When I saw these cards on eBay, all right, these deck of playing cards, all right, these certain decks of playing cards, they were from the original Zare store. When I was a kid growing up, we had a Zare at the Dartmouth Mall. All right, this is at the mall that I work. All right, we should be known as the North Dartmouth Mall. All right, back in 1980, when I first saw these and I wanted to get these, and I remember my dad like paying what, a couple of bucks for them. Zare, you know, this is Zare Corporation, Framingham, Massachusetts on them, right? Obviously, it's no longer there. When I saw these on eBay and I got them, I felt like I went back in time. I felt like I took off in my car, turned the whole damn thing, or darn thing, excuse me, my language, sorry. I'm trying to, turn the whole stinking thing into turn the whole stinking thing into a time machine. All right. And I turned the whole darn doggone thing into a time machine, went back and got these, paid my $2, and I left. But obviously they were more than $2. These two decks were, but so I'm like, it's like when I grabbed these, I felt like I went back in time, grabbed them, and paid the current money, the cashier. I'm sure and Bobby would be the cashier, be like, "Where the heck did this come from?" Some guy in the future bought our cards. It's surreal. So when I hold these playing cards in my hand now, it's more like childhood complete. It was this is so surreal. You know, just look at these cards. So like buying cards on eBay, it's ridiculous. It's just surreal, man. It is so surreal. It's not so surreal. It's not funny no more. You know. I am. You know, it's surreal now. It is so surreal. I wonder if they fit. You know, and it is so surreal. And keep this in here, maybe. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. A little better and conditioned. And there we go. There we go. So, yeah, so I got this little exchange. I did a little exchange. There we go. That way I can use this as like an extra deck of playing cards if I want to, lose them or something. Maybe I really could, like playing the Joker's Wild. So I am just, that's what blows my mind. Yeah, eBay's like the type of store, type of site where you just go back in time to a store that you used to shop at, grab the item that you wanted, and then bada bing, bada boom, it's yours. So, this week was so surreal, man. Now I'm on vacation. I'm probably gonna sit there and go all day, Wait, my version of Psycho Mike. Ah, I'll go. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen on the next podcast, and I promise you I won't take things too seriously. Is that, when it comes to a wrestling legend, it's always been courteous and respect. When we have a guest on, we got to be courteous and respectful. That's all we need. That's all we ask. I appreciate you guys want to talk about something else, and you guys not wrestling fans, you can, I can understand some of you are not wrestling fans out there in the chat of the Rant-N-Rave Podcast. Don't think I'm mad at you, but I'm not. And I know a lot of people in the mods could take things too seriously, but like I said, I'm not mad. I can understand you guys are not wrestling fans. It'd be great to see that. People ask wrestlers what they do during their off time, because the problem is that most wrestlers rarely get some downtime. But with the pandemic has happened, a lot of downtime for a lot of folks. If they, and everything else, it is surreal. It is surreal nonetheless, and so I do appreciate. Like, okay, what is your favorite food, favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie and a certain movie and all that? So I've always liked to pick a wrestler's brain and say what their favorite feud was and all. And so, for them to come on and have to talk to us, it's like, this is a rare moment for me. And that's why I've asked people to, tone it down on the subject. And like I said, just, keep with the topic and all, and try to be respectful, or else, this is like huge, for me, it's a huge opportunity to talk to a wrestler that you watch on TV. And like I said, it's something. It's something to be surreal. I still look at it as a surreal moment for me. So we'll see what happens. All right. So I do appreciate you guys, chatting up and tuning in, and you guys, if you have to, if you don't have any questions, try to give me something to talk about on a topic for the Rant-N-Rave podcast. That way, like, Eric, what do you think it is? I'll write down stuff and see what ideas you guys come up with as well. That'd be really cool. Unless you have, if a guest comes on, you got questions for our guest, please ask. Don't go too Howard Sternish or something like that. Don't be careful with the questions, because we want to make our guests feel comfortable every single time. That's one of the main reasons why we ask you guys. I know sometimes I take two things too seriously, but when it comes to a guest, we got to show courtesy and respect, and we'll at least give them that much, please. And that's what And at least you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I know that I'm trying to understand where you're coming from and all that. And I know you guys. Some of you guys don't know me. Some of you guys in the chat do not know me very well, and that's another thing too. That I figured, I'll talk to Jordan and Tom want to talk to me. I'll address it and explain rationally, of course, because I was being rational and trying to have fun, paying attention to Mr. Morton and what he has to say, because sometimes he's a man with a fountain full of information, and sometimes we appreciate that, and Kerry Morton for coming in and helping his dad out. And it was really cool to have the father and son work together and doing the business they love, and then at the same time help each other out with the technology of today. Listen, I can understand where Ricky Morton was coming from. iPads can be a little bit wonky. Ask my mother; she has one, um, and sometimes it can be really tough too. So yeah, iPads can be a very tough challenge. I have some friends. I don't own an iPad, so and for him to joke around about my room being smoke filled and all that, I felt like doing the I felt like doing Clerks and the Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob, Snoochie Boochies. So I was gonna do something like that and just be doing Mark Madden impression, but Ricky Morton likes having fun joking around, and I'm honored, and just it was so mind blowing. It was so great. So yeah. So that's it for Cyber-Swaggin number 15, episode 103 of WEML TV channel 77. It's really cool. Once again, and talking about last night's Rant-N-Rave podcast, of course, and how mind-blowing it is. So I'm on vacation, so that means you're going to see a lot more of me on videos, dude. I got a lot to say, a lot to talk about, and hopefully I get everything complete. We're going to be rocking and rolling and reeling and all that good stuff. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Seriously, we're going to have some fun. All right. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in episode 104 of WEML TV channel 77. Remember SmackDown 205 Live on the weekly event center. The last one for all the shows, because I'll probably do them separate, since now the winter season's over and no more snow. Thank you, Lord. We love the snow and everything else. As far as you creating it is concerned, Lord, but enough's enough here in New England. So, and we're finally getting 50, 60 degree weather, some rain in the forecast, a little bit of thunderstorm, in which the thunderstorm became a dud last night on NXT UK when Gradwell lost to Ilya Dragunov. I'll talk a little bit more about that on that episode, along with the others. And NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver is shaping up. WrestleMania is starting to shape up a little bit, starting to come together. And all that good stuff. Back in business. I can't wait. I did subscribe to Peacock. I think I did that a few weeks ago. Can't wait. $2.50 a month. Special offer. Go right now if you want to watch WrestleMania. I know a lot of people have been hating on the WWE as of late because of the production, writers and lack of creativity. But you know what, though? A lot of things are happening. And that's how it is. So it's something to... I know demographics have been, hard to come by and everything else. So I know we got a lot of I got some topics and as well. And listen, we're gonna have some fun, and that's the way we are. So it's gonna be a lot of. Sorry about that. It's gonna be a lot of craziness that's happening, and. And it's surreal. It's gonna be surreal. So just tune in. Tune in whenever you can. You see, if you like any of my videos, or you want to know when I'm going to upload a video, or when the video is uploaded, please ring the bell. Subscribe to my video if you like. Tell all your friends, tell your enemies, and So it's something that It's so tell everybody, tell people that you know, tell everybody that I know. All right, I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in episode 104. Peace.